What up, what up, what up? So this is video number 13. This video is on harvesting. Before we actually get into the video here, I just want to say that you should be um at the close to the harvesting point. I did a video on what beginner buds should look like compared to mature buds. Your mature buds should have no white hairs left on them. You really shouldn't see any white hairs at all. It should be all orange or red hairs. You should have a nice smell, and it should have crystals all over it. Um, that's when you know that your plant is ready. If you see white hairs still all over, your plant is not ready. It takes a little bit of practice to learn when a plant is done. And that's what I'm here for. You can ask me. But normally, you want to see all the white hairs turn red, and you don't, even on the bottom buds, not just on the top bud, but even on the bottom buds, you want to see the white hairs go away. And then even after they go away, you still want to give it more time to ripen and mature, and for the crystals to come and the smell to come. You can tell when it's done when there's a ton of crystals and no white hairs, and the smell is good. That's when you can tell it's done. Anyway, so this video is just about chopping down the plant, and that's it. Now the whole harvest period is cutting down the plant and then trimming the plant. We're not going to do trimming in this video. This video is just for strictly cutting down your plant. So I'm gonna go through it. And so at the beginning here, you can see that I got my little ties on there. I was using that to hold the plant up. So the first thing you do, if you have any ties or strings, you want to take your ties or strings off, and then you want to make sure that you cut above the net. Your first cut should just be the main stalk. Just cut right in the middle. Make sure you get your scissors. You see I got a pan. You don't have to use a pan. Use any container. You have to have something to put the branches in. You don't want to just carry the branches with your arms. So have something to put the branches in. I just use a cooking pan. And then you just want to cut like I did right above your net. See the net? See how I'm pulling up on the net? Cut above your net. And you cut above your net, and then you just pull that top. You see how beautiful that is? That's a big, long main stalk, bunch of buds. And you just stick it in your pan. And then see all them other branches sticking up. This is a grandpa cookies plant. So see, just stuck it in the pan. Then see all the other branches sticking up. You just want to snip them. This is not rocket science. This is not something that requires a lot of thought, or you get your garden cutters. You get a pan, something to put your branches in, and you cut the plant down. Anybody can cut a plant down. The life of the plant is over. She has done her work. Usually your flowering period is going to take a couple months. So once you switch your lights to 12-12 and start growing buds, you still got about 2 more months left. Most plants take at least 8 weeks to flower. A lot of them take 9 or 10. So you're gonna be growing buds for 2 months. After the 2-month period comes around, that's when you need to start checking to see if she's getting close to done. So I usually try to give most plants about 9 to 10 weeks. So you see me just cutting the plants through the net here. Just all the branches sticking above the net, just cut them off, put them in your pan. And then after you're done cutting all the branches above the net, you just pull the pot from up under the net. And you'll see after I'm done cutting off branches, I'm going to just pull the pot you lift the net up, and you just pull the pot from up under the net. And see what I'm doing here? See? Now in a second, I'm going to just lift the net up a little, and I'm going to pull the whole plant from up under the net, and you can continue your cutting outside of your tent. The goal is to get the plant outside of your tent. You don't want to do too much in the tent. You might disturb your other plants if you have other plants or whatnot. So the goal is to get the plant cut so you can pull it from under your net, because your net keeps the plant restrained. So you have to cut it around the net. You see, I just pulled it from up under there, and bam, there's the plant. It's gone. No more plant. Okay. And so I had another plant that was in the way. I put the other plant back in there, slide it up under the net. This is also a good lesson to see how you put plants under the net. See, I just slid it under there. And then you see down here, you see the plant chopped up, and that's how it's supposed to look. It's okay if it looks like that. That's how it's supposed to look. I'm not done cutting it, and I'm going to cut the rest of it right in front of you. And you see, there's my pan. You know, doesn't have to, there's no trimming that has to be done while you're doing this now. Yes, you want to trim it before you start drying it. Trimming is the next lesson. So after this, then I will trim, do what's called a wet trim. Then you dry it, and then you do what's called a dry trim. So there's 2 periods of trimming. You trim while it's wet right now, and then you trim again when it's dry. The wet trim is just to get the big leaves off the sides. The dry trim is to trim your buds to make them look like actual buds. Right now, the most important thing is to get these branches off and to get them in the pan. We're not going to go into what we do after this because that's going to be the next video. And it's real easy. You see, this is only a 5-minute video. You just cut your branches off, cut them at the base, you know, and boom, there's a pan full of branches. You can see nice, beautiful buds on all the branches. And in the next trimming video, I will show you what to do with them. I think at some point in here, I cut off a leaf just to give you an idea of how it goes, how the trimming goes. All them big fan leaves, they're called fan leaves. All them big leaves with the fingers, the pot leaves, those get cut off during wet trimming. So you just cut them off. So see, I cut the whole plant down. That's a plant cut down. The whole thing is in a pot. Then wet trimming, boom. That's wet trimming. What I did right there, I'm not going to do it in this video. But wet trimming, you just cut the leaves off just like that. Just the big leaves. That's the end of the video. And you can see in here, I replaced, and I still got 3 more beautiful looking girls in there. But that's how you chop down a plant when it's ready. This is a Grandpa Cookie's plant. It was a giant plant. I'm very happy about how big it got. It looks like it should be a very nice plant after it's done curing. After this video, the next video will be me trimming. I will show you how to trim the plant you cut down. And I will show you how I dry. You have not seen my drying system. I will show you how I dry the plants. We aren't done yet. Harvesting your plant is not done. You have to trim it. You have to dry it. You have to trim it again. And then you have to put it in jars to cure it. We will be done with these lessons probably after the curing video. So there's a couple more videos to go. This video is done. I talked you through the video. You can rewind it. You can watch it again. It's just cutting down a plant. So this isn't one of the more complicated videos. This is the end of your plant's life, and you literally just cut it down, put it in a pan, and get ready to trim it. That's all I got for y'all. Any subscribers with questions, you know how to get a hold of me. Feel free to ask questions. That's it. Happy growing.